Good morning, lovely ones. I'm just steadying the camera here. So good morning, hello, and happy International Women's Day to you wherever you are, and whenever you're watching this. Because actually, every day could be International Women's Day. Every day could be International Person's Day. Every day could be celebrating the sheer glory of all humans, right? Like men and women. But it's very, very important, and I'm very passionate and very happy that there is a day that we can all get together. Hey, so if you're joining me live, say hey, let me know you're here. I'm really happy that there is a day to celebrate and to really take stock of where we're at. Because if you've been following this series, then you know that I'm a passionate advocate. All my work centres around supporting sensitive women like you who have got big hearts, big dreams, big goals. Hey Trish, who really want to bring that gorgeous lion heart into their lives, really feel the most intimate and most abundant in their relationships, in their family life, in the work that you're doing in your communities, and bring that out into the world. And as sensitive, heart-led women, we have had our stories, right? We have had our experiences, we have had our hearts, we've had that lion heart, right? And this is why, we're in a place now where we can really kind of get into a place of saying, right, you know what? I have been hurt before, I have protected myself before, and some parts of that will be around other women. So on International Women's Day, I think it's interesting to take note of how much support do women give other women. And I'm very blessed because my experiences recently have completely shown how much support there is for women who want to support and champion other women. But it really, that isn't always the norm. So yeah, I think it's really important that on International Women's Day, we take stock as sensitive, heart-led women, and we say, right, who are our girl tribe, right? Who are we running with? Who has got our backs? Who are we championing? Who is championing us? And I think it's really important to take a moment to consider that. Because here's what I've seen, and let me know if your experience is the same. So if you're jumping on this morning, say hey and let me know if anything's resonating with you. But here's what my experience was as a sensitive, very emotional young woman. My experiences with other women weren't necessarily that positive. And there was a lot of compete and compare that happened, and I take full responsibility for that being, my experience and my reality. And it wasn't really until, hey Olive, it wasn't really until I hit my late 20s, early 30s that I started to get into personal development. So I had my my breakdown breakthrough, as Brene Brown says, her nervous breakdown / spiritual breakthrough. It wasn't until that point hit for me that I started to get really into personal development. I started to really take responsibility for me. And I started on this journey of kind of falling in love with myself, relearning what it means to be a woman, what it means to be a sensitive woman, what it means to own my all of my superpowers as a sensitive woman and look after my emotional well-being. And a massive part of getting to that place of being able to accept that was surrounding myself with like-minded women. So let me know as you're joining. Hey Michelle, let me know as you're joining if any of this resonates with you. Let me know where you're at with your soul tribe, with your lion-hearted women that you're running with, or if you are in a place of going alone, because this is, like I say, I've seen this so often because this was my experience as well, which was actually to pretend that I wasn't emotional, but to try and shut everything down, push everything down, and try to pretend like I didn't have all of that going on within me. So it was simmering around, bubbling around inside, and I was very lucky. I had some great female friendships, but I never was in a place of really feeling like I had a community of women around me. Like I say, until I got to that stage of really diving into my personal development, my self-development, my spiritual development, and then all these opportunities arose for me. And I have to say that one of the biggest things for me was joining a community called Damsels in Success, and that was a real game changer for me, because I walked into the first ever meeting and realised that there were women who just were wanting to support other women, who wanted to have success in their own lives and wanted that in other women as well. So this was really like revelationary for me, and it just felt so loving and real. And I've been very blessed that since then I have really noticed the difference that happens within my life and my business and all my experiences when I'm around really positive women who I absolutely love and who have got my back. So when you go it alone as a sensitive, emotional woman, here's what happens. You become very, very disconnected with yourself and with the community at large. So what happens is you start to go into compete and compare. You start to really run those old stories of, that nobody understands me, that nobody gets me. Everybody's out for themselves. So we've really moved in that sense away from the we, to the I, me, I. And I totally know that's where I was in my 20s. It was all about me. I was so much in my ego. And the more I surround myself now with incredible, inspirational, positive women, the more I just feel like it's less about me and more about the bigger picture. And if you're a sensitive, heart-led woman right now, you're seeing what's going on in the world, and you know that your compassion and your heart and your soul and your empathy is what is needed right now. So we really, really need to have our soul tribe around us. We really, really need to be running with other lion-hearted women who are like, yes, you've got this. And when you feel really shit and you're having one of those days when you just think, what am I doing? You've got that group of women around you who can really say, you can really be completely yourself with, and they'll be able to help support you to get back into that really brave-hearted place that you want to be in. I just think every time I say Braveheart, I want to do a Mel Gibson parody from Braveheart. Anyway, that's my tangent for today. So anyway, when we are in a place of running with those women who have got us and who we've got as well, something amazing happens. So it's really, really important to know who is your girl gang. Are you in a place where you're still feeling isolated, you're still feeling lonely, you still feel like you're going it alone? That's absolutely fine. There's no rod here to beat yourself up with. It's about saying, okay, so if I want to bring more of me into the world, and if I want to feel more intimacy and more abundance and more joy, then I need to be in a place where I am surrounded by lionesses who have got me and who are fierce and feminine and beautiful and loving and kind and compassionate as well. So you may know, you may not know, I actually have a tribe set up, and this is an online community. And one of the reasons that everything I've talked about so far is why I set this online community up. And I love seeing relationships grow. I love seeing community grow. I love seeing women who perhaps don't know each other and who perhaps have been on a different path, but are now on a joint path for a more joyful and peaceful life. Whatever that means to them, they may be at a completely different point to each other. They can show up and support each other and be inspired and be motivated. And the other thing that I've absolutely loved about doing the tribe is getting to bring females who have inspired me and who I've worked with in and share their knowledge, because that to me is so much of what it's about. It's about sharing our expertise, sharing our hearts, sharing our stories, so that we can see, we've all got different stories, we've all got different destination points that we're going to, but underneath it we're very, very similar. We've got a lot of the same fears, a lot of the same worries, a lot of the same anxieties, a lot of the same hang-ups. But if we all come together and in community and move away from this idea that it's only me and I can only do it and nobody else can do it, then we move into a much more spacious place, a much more spacious way of living, and a much more spacious way of being. So if you're with me live or if you're watching it on replay, please let me know if anything's resonating or if anything's coming up for you that you want to share. And feel free to comment on it. I'm going to go into this in more depth on Monday. I'm going to be doing an amazing free training. I'm so excited, at 2 p.m. on Monday, which is all about harnessing your sensitivity as a superpower. So if this is like really resonating with you, if you're in a place where you're like, yeah, you know what, I'm fully owning my sensitivity, I'm fully owning this as my superpower, then I'm going to go through an amazing training program on Monday and share loads around this. So I'll post a link so you can come and join. Okay, so yeah, what I want to talk about, knowing who your girl gang is, knowing who that tribe is, and having that. I think also for me, what I've learned over the last kind of few months, I guess, really, is having that intention and being really intentional with that intention, which is I am craving and want and will always want to have soul level friendships. So that's when I feel we've got to a place where we've ditched the dead wood, right? I mean, we've ditched the things that are draining us, we've ditched the situations we really know, and go back and watch any of my series so far because we've covered loads on this already. But where we really look at like what's draining us and we're letting that go and we've let that go. So we know now we're in that place of going, right, actually what I want and what I crave is soul level connection, where I can totally be myself, and that's like the good, the bad, the ugly, all of that. I can totally be myself and be seen. And this is why we have to get really good with being vulnerable, right? Because when we want to be really seen, it doesn't mean just in our glory. It doesn't just mean in our like, yes, I'm killing it and I'm doing this and I'm doing that and this is awesome. It's about bringing all of you to the party. So it's being seen in the moments that are not your prettiest, right? It's about those really like kind of downright dirty moments that you just feel like, oh my God, what am I doing? Those are the moments that we're really seen, and we need to be seen completely in that to own our sensitivity as our superpower. So I mean soul level connections where you can be seen that way and you know there's no judgment, okay? There's no judgment there at all. So it's really, I would just invite all of you to kind of take a moment and consider, right, who are my girl gang? Who are the lionesses that I'm running with? Who would I like to be running with? And by this, you know, I don't just mean like the amazing like mastermind that I'm part of and the friends that I have. I mean the women who inspire me as well, and we have such a gift with social media to be connected with incredible women who are sharing amazing messages, and that's why I'm one of the reasons, like I was saying, I'm so passionate about the tribe, because I'm bringing these women in to share their expertise, because it's just incredible when you look at it how much is out there to inspire us. So it's looking at that, making sure that if there's any old stories about having to go it alone, and I know because I have that story, I know what that's like, and I know how insidious that story is and how deep that story goes. So really looking at when that triggers for you, okay, what do I need to do? Like, how do I need to change this story? What do I need to let go of? Where do I need a little bit more support here? And making sure that you are always surrounding yourself with the highest, with the highest vibration, the highest energy possible, so that you really are nurturing yourself, you really are filling yourself up, and you're being inspired. And when you get to that place, you'll have shed that compete and compare, because it has to go to get to that place, to be able to be really seen in all your vulnerability and all your glory. The compete and compare, it just has to go. There's no place for it anymore. There's no judgment anymore. You're in a place of just complete truth, right? So let me know if any of this is resonating. And yeah, I just think it's just such a glorious day today for all of us to take a moment to breathe and to consider, you know, in our lion-hearted journey, that we're here to bring more strength and more compassion and more empathy into our relationships and the world around us. Like, what is going on for us in terms of our support network, so that the tribe that we're running with, and looking and using this day as an opportunity to celebrate the incredible women that you know and yourself, right? Like, using this as an opportunity to celebrate you and how far you've come, and how far you've come to get to this place now when you're like, yes, I'm fully owning my superpower. I'm fully owning being a sensitive woman, I'm fully owning like just all of the joy and abundance and intimacy that's available for me, that is my birthright, because I'm clearing those stories, I'm letting go, and I'm really marinating in loving kindness and compassion towards myself. And then, like I was saying in one of the episodes, it's that Oprah Winfrey that quote that she says when she's like, I want to be so full of myself I'm spilling out. And that's exactly what as a sensitive heart-led woman you could be doing. You could just like filling yourself up so much that all of that beautiful emotion, because we've got to a place where we're taking care of our emotional well-being, so we're not burnt out and frustrated anymore, just all the good stuff is coming out. Okay, so it's been a joy to get to spend a little bit of International Women's Day with you beauties, and if you're watching this on replay, make sure you comment. So if you've loved this video, I genuinely would love to hear from you, because I'm blooming loving doing this series. It's just I really feel it's part of my mission is to get to connect with as many women as possible and share this message and support, really support women to own all of their sensitivity as a superpower it is. So let me know if it's resonated with you, and if you know any other sensitive women who would love to hear this, then please share. It's all about sharing the love on International Women's Day, and celebrate you, really celebrate you. Take some time today to write out your achievements and find a way to share those achievements. If you're part of my Free Soul Confidence group, then make sure you come in there and share some of those achievements with us. So sending you lots of love, and I'll pop links in for the free training session on Monday coming at 2 p.m. And also for the main Free Soul Confidence group. So if you want to come and join us and hang out, that would be awesome. Loads of love. Bye.